Good evening, YouTube. It is still the 15th of February. I've just posted my last pickups, and there's a couple of giveaways there. So get there and have a look, see if you like what if you see if you want to grab it. Really, if you don't, you don't. I've got the Fs that I'm going to go through now. Not as many as before. Probably looking at about 75 here. So we'll get through these as quick as we can. Any questions you may have, or if you want to comment on, is it good? Should I have watched it already? Why the hell haven't I watched it? Please, any comments are welcome. Let's start. First we have F. It says it's a hoodie thriller. I've not got a clue. Still haven't watched it. Faces in the Crowd. Heard it's quite good, but I haven't watched it. But I do like Mila Jovovich. Next we have Face Off. Come on, get that shine out. There you go. It's over the top, but well worth it. It's funny. I enjoy that one. Fair Game. Heard it's good. Haven't actually watched it. It's Naomi Watts, if I remember. And Sean, I like Sean Penn as well, so well worth a watch, I'd say. A few British thrillers in here as well. So we've got Fall of the Krays, which is another British one with the Kray brothers. I think I've got 4 or 5 films that have got the Kray brother storyline in, as it were. A classic, in my opinion. Falling Down. How many of us have wanted to shoot up the place because of that? Of course, what happened in that school yesterday in America, rest in peace, guys. Can't believe that. Bloody ridiculous, happening again. Fall of the Essex Boys. There's a few different Essex Boys films that I've got. I think there might be one more coming that I haven't got yet. 50p. Got no other reason why I bought it. Family Guy Star Wars trilogy. Yeah, gotta have it. Brilliant, love it. They need to start taking off the old Rogue One and the other one. That'd be funny to see them do those as well. The Family. Now, it's Michelle Pfeiffer, who I've actually met, and Robert De Niro. So I actually quite enjoyed that. Good film. They're filming the sequel right now. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I did have this in 4K, but the way my system upscales, it just looked as good anyway. So, you know, why waste the money on the more expensive one? Simon Pegg, he's starring in Mission Impossible 6, The Fantastic Fear of Everything. I haven't watched it yet, but I am a fan of his, so. Now. Yeah, cost me £1. The only reason I bought this is because I got that. That's better. Now this is one of those stop animation one. George Clooney's the voice. This is brilliant. If you haven't seen this, I seriously recommend that film. Right. Now we have Dwayne Johnson, Faster. Haven't watched it. Haven't bothered with it yet. Now, let's have a look at these. We'll go through these in the right order. I have Fast and the Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in a box set. So that's one I bought ages ago. Then I picked up number 6, but I think that's actually an American one. But I've got it ages ago now. Then we have the absolute classic Fast and Furious 7. Now I haven't got number 8 in its original format, as in the normal Blu-ray, yet, because I got it as a steelbook. I will pick it up, but I'll wait till it's a bit cheaper. Now this is Fast and the Furious 1, 2, 3, 4 in a steelbook. Now it is a bit bigger, but well worth it. This is about less. This is about £3 on in CEX. This is not even that. About £2.50, £3. So if you're a fan, well, definitely worth getting. Then we have Fast and the Furious 5. Don't know why that's the pictures around that way, but it is. Fast and the Furious 6. That's a steelbook as well. Then we have Fast and the Furious 7. Classic steelbook that. And then of course Fast and the Furious 8. I quite enjoyed that film. Next we have Fast Girls. It was 50p. I haven't even watched it. Let's see how that one goes. Just going to move this along without it hopefully dropping. And let's grab the next Firstly, we have Father and Son. Now, I think Dougray Scott, bad guy out of Mission Impossible 2 with the English accent. So I got it on that basis. Hopefully, it's worth it my time. Fault in Our Stars, supposed to be a good romancey thing. I haven't watched it yet, but I do mean to, so I like the look of it. We have Fear, Mark Wahlberg when he was wild young. He would have walked shit in this. Mrs. really likes this film, so I definitely had to pick that one up. I used to have this steelbook, and then somebody offered me a ridiculous price for it, so I just picked this up about a week ago, back on normal. So I'm glad I got that back. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, that was. Fertile Ground. You'll find this in any pound shop, any pound world, most probably in Poundland for £1. I think it's like 50p in CX now. Next we have 50 Dead Men Walking. Honestly, I haven't seen it yet. Ben Kingsley's in it, but who knows. 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah. 50 Shades Darker. I haven't watched either of those. I'm not about to start gushing about the books because that's what women do. I don't understand the hype, but I bought it anyway. Fight Club. One of the best films ever made. You really got to think about this when you're watching it. Brilliant film. There's so many little nuances on the screen you got to look out for, and you'll watch it the 5th time you'll see it. The Fighter. Oh, awesome film. Brilliant film. Again, Mark Wahlberg, Christian Bale. You don't get better than that. Next we have Fighting with Channing Tatum. I haven't even watched that yet. Heard good things, but we'll see. Filth. I'm not even sure about this one. I don't know if it's dark comedy or what, but I will get around to that one at some point. Next we have the quadrilogy of Final Destination. Now the reason I got it as a quadrilogy, one, it was cheap, and then I wanted to make sure I had the Final Destination 5 as well. One of those I think is the 3D copy as well. Next, Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within. This nearly finished off Square Enix. They spent so much bloody money on it. There's no way they're ever going to make their money back on this. But visually, upscaled to 4K, this is a knockout. The story's not that strong, but you know, if you're a fan and you're aware of that film, it's worth having. Find Me Guilty, Vin Diesel. Never watched it. Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo 3D. Let me just grab my next lot. Finding Dory. Just know these are going to fall over. Then we have Finding Dory 3D. Finding Neverland. Heard good things, but never seen it. So when I found it for £1 in a charity shop, I had to pick it up really. Next we have Fire with Fire. Now this has got Bruce Willis in. He's done a few lower budget films lately, so we'll see how that one goes really. Next we have Firewall. I saw this years ago and I remember it being quite good, but quite complicated. Maybe that's for my feeble brain, I suppose. The Firm, another one of these British films. Some tacky ass tracksuits there. Next we have First Sunday. I love these people. There's some funny shit goes on in that one. That's good. I like the barbershop films, but I haven't bought any of them yet. 5 Minuets in New York. It cost me 50p. I ain't got a clue what it's about, but I've heard a couple of good reviews, so I will watch it at some point. Next we have the 5-Year Engagement. Oh, no, it was cheap. That's the only reason I bought that. It's a rental copy, so it was really, really cheap. Flight, Denzel Washington. You can't go wrong with Denzel Washington. I don't care what anyone says. Next we have Flight of the Phoenix. Dennis Quaid. Haven't watched it yet. I heard good things, but again, we'll have to wait and see. Flood. Now I've had a couple of people tell me this was a load of crap, but it's a British drama. I like Robert Carlyle. You know, he's the one out of Full Monty. See how it goes when I finally get around to watching it. And then we have The Flying Swords of Dragon Gate. As I said in most of my videos, I've been collecting more of these Chinese, Japanese, samurai type stuff for quite a while now, because my missus likes it as well. Next pile. We have Flypaper, Patrick Dempsey. I love Patrick Dempsey. You know, Can't Buy Me Love and all that. Just want to see what it was like. Haven't watched this yet. Focus. I've heard good things, but let me know what you think of that one, because I love Will Smith, so hopefully he hasn't made a turkey there. Football Factory, yes. What, another one of those. British hooligan films, that's all we can make. Now this was called The Concierge when it was out on DVD years ago, now out on VHS. I really like this film. One of my favourite films ever is Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox. But Concierge is what the original name for this was. I don't know why they renamed it, but this is actually quite a good film, and I do recommend him. Now the Bond one, For Your Eyes Only, and you guessed it, a different cover version of For Your Eyes Only. I just liked the way he was dressed. Next we have Forbidden Kingdom, Jackie Chan and Jet Li. That's a no-brainer. Those two guys in one film, it's going to knock your socks off. But I haven't watched it yet. Force of Execution, Head Up Arse, yes. The Forest. I've heard good things, but I've heard as many bad things as well. Let me know what you think of this. Should I watch it straight away? Is it any good? Should I use it as a paperweight? Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Stick to Top Gear, Matt LeBlanc. That's all I can say. Forrest Gump, one of the best films I've ever seen in my life. The only other film that made me feel as good when I watched this was Jerry Maguire. I walked out of the cinema with Jerry Maguire. I was like, whoa. This made me do the same thing. Love it. And then we have Fortress, which my mate Anthony got that I saw today. So if he's got it, it's got to be a good film, I suppose. Right, let's grab a few more. The Founding of a Republic. Jackie Chan, Jet Li and Donnie Yen. If you know those names, you know you should have this film. Simple as that. Next we have Four Brothers. Mark Wahlberg's in this one. Tyrese Gibson's in it, but he can't really act. He's having a meltdown anyway, and that's why they're not doing the next Fast and the Furious. Next we have Four Christmases. Vince Vaughn, I'm getting a bit tired of him, but I like having my Christmas movies around as well. And The Fourth Kind. Now, this is Mila Jovovich again. I haven't watched it, but when I watched the advert, I was like, whoa, it's quite intense looking. So I will be watching this one late, dark evening. Got about 20 more to go, so stick with me. Foxcatcher. Steve Carell doing a dark film. Had to get it. Just had to get it. I haven't watched it yet, but I will. Frankenstein. This is a cheap ass one. This cost me like 50p. Cashing in on all the other ones, I think. Franklin. I just looked like the fact that he had like a red leather mask on. Again, haven't watched that yet. And one of those Christmas ones. Vince Vaughn again. Fred Claus. Freebirds. I enjoyed that. You know, I like the old good cartoon style film. I love them. Next we have Friends with Benefits. Justin Timberlake, stick to singing. Friends with Kids. Haven't seen it, but 50p worth having. Fright Night. Now, I didn't expect much of this, and I will be picking it up in 3D. But yeah, good film. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Now, I'm a big fan of Michael J. Fox. Always have been. That is such a cool film. If you haven't seen The Frighteners, please, gotta see it. Awesome film. He's in the middle of making it. He's doing a little comeback. I saw a couple of press photos of him going on a set. He's filming some new films. I don't know much about him yet. I will find out. But he's back filming, so maybe his medicine's helping a bit more now. This is series 1 of The Fringe. If you watched my top 10 most recent, Fringe was in there for the whole collection. So this is weird, but it's bloody good. Highly recommend it. Classic. Amazing. Not much more you can say. Brilliant. Sequels sucked ass. I will get them at some point. There you go. I told you I'd draw one. From Paris with Love. Travolta, you're a pilot. Plain and simple. You swear your ass off in this film and you're bold. Why? No point to it. Some good action, but he ruins it. From Russia We Love. Yeah, another Bond one. Frost and Nixon. It's supposed to be quite good, political. I like those type of films. Frozen. Now, not the nice Frozen. This is people getting stuck on a chairlift. Quite brutal. Definitely worth having. A little story about this one. About 45 minutes of me asking in Asda, I was like, I can't see any on the day it was released. I can't see where are they. People went to the warehouse and then didn't bother coming back. Don't know if they didn't want to tell me. So finally somebody found me one, and I went and did the rest of my shopping and then found it at the bottom of my trolley, and I hadn't paid for it. I was like, oops. So in the end I got that for free. Didn't feel good about doing that, of course, just because I was so stressed out. Frozen Ground, like John Cusack. Frozen Planet. Nothing in this world beats David Attenborough. I've been listening to him since I was a kid. 90% of the people in this country know about nature because of that one man. When he goes, there will be nobody to replace him. This stuff is awesome. The Fugitive. A brilliant film. US Marshals is the sequel. It's alright, but this is a classic. I saw that in the cinema twice. Furry Vengeance, the last decent film that Brendan Fraser made. This is funny. Fury. I wasn't expecting much of this, but whoa, it's tough scenes in that. And the last one, Samuel L. Jackson. Fury. Now, that's my F's. Anything missing? Anything you think, why haven't you got? Let me know. Anything you think should go into that collection, just tell me and I'll do my best to find it. Give me recommendations. Anything you think, oh my god, why you still got that? Let me know. Give me some decent comments and we'll see where we can go from there. Please check out my pickups video, which was posted about half an hour ago. There is 2 giveaways at the end of that video. So please befriend me on Facebook and go for it. Follow the instructions and we'll see who gets it first. Take care now. You enjoy the rest of your evening. The next one's going to be G's, and G's is quite a large one. So I could probably drop that either tomorrow or first thing Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll probably even do the H's, which will include all my Hobbits over the weekend as well, in preparation for Tuesday and my top 20 steelbooks. So look forward to that. If you don't hear from me in the next day or so, enjoy your weekend, but you will be hearing from me over the weekend. Take care now.